Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome to Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly live. It's Thursday night, 7 p.m. And I have a great show lined up with a drone celebrity. If you saw the Facebook post or the YouTube post, it's John Flynn, Flying Flynn Media, and he's in the back room. He's enjoying his shrimp and lobster, and I'll be bringing him in very shortly. But I tell you, I truly appreciate you guys taking the time out to watch the live stream or podcast. Sometimes I call it a podcast to sound a little fancy. But anyway, it's all about having fun talking about drones. And I truly appreciate you taking the time out to tune in and watch. And maybe we'll share something about drones that you don't know and you'll learn something. But anyway, I got to say hello to Warren. He rigged it, so he's number one today. So how you doing, Warren? Good to see you. But Jason, flying high in Florida, he was right behind him. He was number two. So good to see you both, really. And I tell you, you're always wondering, who is going to be tuning in. And again, I am really humbled that you take the time out to watch it. And I know Zach, he was in early too. How you doing, Zach? Good to see you. And Joel, always good to see Joel. How you doing? I know it's getting cold up by you. I got my jacket on right here because it's down in the 30s on Long Island, so it's got to be in the low 30s up by you. So, but anyway, and John Olson's in the house. How you doing, John? Good to see you. And hopefully, I don't know, John. It's not looking good. We planned on maybe flying on Saturday, but it's calling for rain right now. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, John. Along with Angel. Angel's supposed to come out from New Jersey. So, but John, Connecticut Pirates in the house. How you doing, John? Good to see you. He's a big supporter of the show. He also sponsors the monthly giveaway, and I truly appreciate that. So thank you, John. Really. And let me see. I don't want to miss anybody, so I'm taking my time. Sergeant Rock's in the house tonight. How you doing? Good to see you. And Scotty, Jackrabbit FPV. He's also South Florida Drone Meetup number 21. He's on the list. So, or are you 22, Scott? I forget. I lost track. So anyway, yeah, no, that's an inside joke, especially if Rick Williams is lurking. So anyway, yeah, and if Barkley's lurking, let me say hello to Barkley right now. How you doing, Barkley? So and I'm telling you, um, Brian's in the house, Waypoint, New England. Good to see you. How you doing? And if I go too fast, I'll skip somebody's name, and I hate it when that happens. But um, let's see. RJ Redding, how you doing? Good to see you. I don't know what happened. I made you moderator. You should have changed to blue, but I'll try to do it again tomorrow. And I can't do it now. I just don't let me do it anymore during the show. So I'll do it again tomorrow, and hopefully. But I did do it. I really did. So Terry Dugas is watching. How you doing, Terry? Good to see you. And let me just mention a few more names. And I might have even got everybody already. So anyway, I know. I tell you, I've been flying the past couple of weeks. A few weeks ago, I went up state New York with Eddie Nunez and Stevie Bronx, and we hit a bunch of, well, three different locations. Well, four different locations, because then I found one, and we went there also. And I just want to take a little bit of time to show a little bit of that video, because Eddie and Stevie, they're two drone celebrities, and I truly appreciate the fact that they invited me to fly with them, um, be, because um, they're great. You know what? And I'm going to show that a little later because right now I want to show the video that I did recently last week with Alex Escardo and Steve Jones down in Florida. And I finally got the.
And we're going to go to the Bayside Marketplace
There it
in
is.
Miami. And I'll be privileged to be flying with Alex Escardo and Steve Jones and Eric Schwash.
Hi, welcome to Adventures with Captain
I've,
Ray
I've
Kelly.
been wanting to fly
We're
here for
here at the
years.
Bayside Marketplace in Miami, Florida. And that's the famous Ferris wheel right next to me. But you'll never guess who I'm with. I'm with Alex Escardo. And he's getting ready to take off. So let's film him taking off. Come on along. And Steve Jones and his partner are coming down too. Hopefully they can find it and we'll be flying with them also. All right, Alex is ready to take off. Yep, sending that bird up. Oh, look at him. He's zipping out of here.
And I talk
There
a
we go,
lot in my
right next to
videos,
Bayside
but I don't fly a
Marketplace.
lot
There's the Ferris wheel.
in the darkness. Or it's really not at night.
Alex
It's in
and
the
I wanted
morning
to get
here
the
before
city
sunrise.
skyline
But
before the
it was
sunrise.
cool.
So we
I'll have
sent
to
our
say
drones
that.
up and got some nice shots of the Ferris wheel and this bridge. Where do you see the way it's lit up? I'm telling you.
I don't know if you guys like flying at night, but I'm not.
And take a look at the Miami skyline.
I'm a little nervous, to be honest with you, when I fly at night. I don't know why. I guess it's because I'm a wimp.
But the Miami
But look how
skyline is
beautiful it is.
spectacular.
Really.
And take a look at this luxury yacht.
Yeah. I tell you. Um,
And please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel now.
and I'm just going to fast forward to get to the part where the sunrise starts coming up. We did a little boat following, needless to say. But the sunrise that we had ended up being
Steve
gorgeous.
and Eric showed up, so I landed my drone.
And there's Steve
We all then
Jones
sent up our drones
and his
and we were
partner,
blessed
Eric.
with a
Well, look at that
beautiful
sunrise.
sunrise.
Yeah, we were really, really blessed. I'm telling you. But it was great flying with those guys. And I have to say, I was glad that I finally got there because I've been wanting to get there for years now. Al and Alex have invited me in the past, and it was always a conflict with my schedule. But anyway, it was good that I got down there. But anyway, I think Steve had a great time also. At least he said he did. And it was a pleasure meeting his partner, too. So anyway, I think John is all out of shrimp and lobster now. So I'd like you all to give a warm welcome to one of the uh, best drone celebrities. And he comes all the way from Michigan, and that's John Flynn, Flying Flynn Media.
Hey,
Hey,
good
John,
evening. Good evening, Captain Ray, everybody in the chat.
how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Hope
Thank,
everybody's doing well out there too.
thank you for accepting and being on the show tonight.
My
You know,
pleasure and my honor, sir.
and that's a
Glad to
nice
do it.
hat that you're wearing. I like
Yes.
that.
Yep.
I guess you got the lucky number one time.
I think I won that on one of your anniversary shows. I think it was
Oh,
yours.
okay. Is that
Yeah.
what it was?
So it's
Yeah.
extra special too. So
All right. Yeah.
yeah. So
So anyway, did you enjoy the shrimp and lobster?
I did the lobster. I think they were kind of tiny. I think they might have been. Did you get those from Johnny? I think they might have been crawfish.
Crawfish?
Yeah. They didn't look like the lobster that I'm used to. So.
Yeah.
They were good
Okay.
though. They were
All right.
delicious.
Good. So have you been flying? I see you put out a couple of videos.
I have been. I'm trying to cram in as much flying here before the weather gets less than ideal. In fact, I flew this afternoon. In fact, the fall colors are starting to kind of leave, and we didn't have a great year for fall colors, but I'm still going out there while the weather's halfway decent and the white stuff's not coming out of the sky. So, but
I know.
I
I
try and
know.
fly. I mean, I try and fly. Man, if I can fly every day, I try to. It's harder now, with the time change and everything. It gets dark, but I try and at least get up in the morning and try and get a sunrise or something like that, and just fly around, not necessarily with the intent of creating anything, but just to get out and fly around and just enjoy that experience. So
Yeah, yeah.
if
I know you fly a lot. You do, and I give you a lot of credit. And you got some great places to fly up there in Michigan,
very lucky. Yeah.
right on the lake. You usually go down there, and not that I'm jealous, but I hope to get there one day and fly with you. That's for
That
sure.
would be awesome. Yep.
You know.
I would take you to a couple of my secret spots for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 We let me say hello to a few more people. I didn't mention them earlier. Drone Oki's in the house. How you doing? Good to see you. And David Lorenzo is in. How you
David,
doing? Did I say hello to John K earlier too? How you
John
doing,
K,
John? And Angels and TJ. I'm telling you.
Mr. Giggles.
Yeah, good to see you. And David AZ Drone Dude. Good to see you. And Steve Janess. I don't know if I mentioned him earlier too. Ray of Sunshine. So anyway, John, you're bringing in the crowd. You even brought in Eddie Nunez.
I know.
you
It's
know.
going to cost me big time, I think.
So anyway, no, thank you again for being on. Really. So what are you flying these days? I think you got the latest and greatest. I
I did
think.
get the Mini 5. Yep, I've flown that quite a lot. I haven't flown it as much at night as I'd like to, or in low light. I want to test that out some more, but I've really been happy with the camera on that. I upgraded basically. I had the Mini 3. I didn't get the Mini 4. So
Okay.
there's definitely for me, I see a big difference in the camera quality. So I've been flying that quite a bit. Of course, the Air 3S and even the Air 2S. I fly that from time to time. I still have that. And,
Air 2S, yeah.
yeah,
I
yep,
just happen to have mine right here because I'm going to
yeah,
fly it. I was going to fly it on Saturday, but I
yep. I
may.
just
We'll have to see how the weather is. But I love
that's
this drone.
that's one drone I can't. I've sold some drones, but that's one I just don't want to part with. I don't know. I just love it.
Exactly. I had it
Just
on the
love it.
Facebook Marketplace, and I said, "What am I
What are you
crazy? I
doing?
want to sell this really," and I took it off. So
Right,
you know,
right. Yep, it's just one of those. It's an iconic drone, I think. I mean, really, it's just the perfect size, for travel and the camera on it. Man, I tell you, the camera is still just a great camera, and that's why I buy camera drones mostly is for the camera. So
yeah.
that's why I'm going to hang on to it.
What would you consider your favorite drone, though? That's
Oh
the big
gosh,
question.
I love the Air 3S really just because of the form factor is right. It's kind of right in that good uh, sweet spot. It's great for travel, and it flies great. I mean, you can get some great uh, shots with it. Just it's so nimble. I guess is the best way to put it. In the air, and I would say that's probably my favorite one. But I do like all my drones. I mean, they all kind of, for me anyhow, there's a kind of a time and place for each one. I think depending on where I'm going and if I'm traveling, it's nice to have the smaller drones. I've got the Mavic 3 Pro, which I take. But if I'm going on a plane or something like that, the Air 3S or the Mini 3 is great just to
Yeah,
put in your
yeah.
carry on and travel. So
No, no, I know. You know, at least I find having a hard time. I like this drone better than that drone, but for different reasons. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yep, yep.
But we all got the word that we're getting a replacement V copter, which I
Right.
have over here. the original mini V copter that
Right.
they recalled, you know. But we got an email the other day, and they are going to be shipping out the replacement drones.
Nice.
So I'm looking. I know it's a mini drone, and a lot of people, think it's eh, a toy drone, maybe. But I enjoy flying it. I really do. And the
Well, it's
video that and the photos it takes is pretty good,
yeah,
really.
yeah. I
So
mean, I've seen seen some of the videos from that, and it's not a bad little drone for a mini drone. I think and it's unique. I mean, the
well,
this is a
Johnny
big
had
deal.
the original V
Yeah,
copter,
yeah,
and I flew that a couple of times at the South Florida Drone Meetup.
right.
And it's amazing how steady it is with just two props and the way it handles,
Yeah,
really. And
yeah,
the mini handles the same way,
yeah,
very responsive,
yeah.
and it's a great little drone. So I'm looking forward to getting the replacement for this one.
Yeah, I'm glad they're coming through and getting those out. I mean, they did the right thing, I think, by if they had an issue like that, pulling them like that. I mean, it's kind of a pain for people, but hopefully everybody will get the replacements and be able to fly them, sooner rather than later.
Exactly. I know. I know. And Joe, did I say hello to Mark? Mark and Jody's in the house now. How you doing, Ronnie? Good to see you, Ronnie. You know, um, but uh, I uh, I don't like flying in the cold weather. I really don't. My hands get
Yeah.
cold. I think it has something to do with my age too.
Oh, I'm right there with you. I
But
mean, it's not my favorite time of year to fly, but man, there's some great opportunities to get out there and capture. So I
well,
drag
that
myself out in it.
just so happens I have one of your videos queued up. So let me see if I can share it without losing the whole stream. And you could talk about it
Okay.
if you want, narrate over it. Um, and hopefully, look at the colors.
Oh yeah, this I just shot this. Gosh, last about a week ago actually. This is actually I'm very fortunate. This is about 10 minutes away from me, so I can just drive out there and be in the air, relatively quickly. It's just kind of it's a land preserve that they've set aside and haven't allowed any kind of development. And I've hiked there for years. It's got trails and whatnot, and that's one of the things. I saw a lot of the scenery, and it kind of pushed me into drones, thinking, this would be really cool to capture this,
It's
from
nice.
the
This is a
air.
great flight.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard not to take a bad flight out there, but I go out there a lot. Like I said, a lot of times I just go out and fly just to fly, and this is one of those places that I go just because it's so close and convenient to fly to. I want to go out and get a quick flight, and it's 10 minutes away, and go out there and get my flight in for the day. But the
I enjoyed
colors,
it when you posted this. I was really having a good time watching it.
well, good,
You know,
good. I'm glad somebody did.
but
Um,
if people want to watch the rest of that, go to John's channel, and if you're not subscribed to John, make sure you subscribe and do it now before the end of the show,
do it
because you'll forget after the show.
right now. No,
So
that would be great though. But no, it's the colors were decent, but man, compared to past years, they weren't quite as they didn't have quite the variety of colors that we normally do. So, but I think a lot of it had to do with the dry. We had a very dry summer, so that's what
yep.
they claim anyhow. So
Now, what do you use to edit your videos?
I use DaVinci Resolve. Yep, yep.
Okay,
Uh,
is that sort of complicated, hard to use, or yeah,
I'm
it takes a while, right, to learn it?
Yeah, I'm pretty. I don't know, you know, one tenth of 1% about it. I get by, but I try and learn something. With each video, I try and pick up something. And there's a great knowledge base on YouTube. If you have questions or you want to figure out how to do something, you can usually pop on there, and somebody has some content, that'll point you in the right direction, and give you some good tips as far as how to hopefully elevate your editing skills. So, um, but that's what I enjoy. I think I used to hate editing, but now I just kind of I've grown to like it, and I enjoy the challenge of it, and the learning. It's I'll always be a student. I'll always be learning. I'll never have it all figured out for sure. So um, I just enjoy that part of it as well. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Hey, Rod, how you doing? Good to see you. And I look at editing as it brings me back to the moment, that I was
yeah.
flying, and I am so backlogged in my
I have a few
footage that
too.
I have in the
Yeah,
can.
yeah, yeah,
I did so much flying this summer, and
yeah.
I didn't edit most of it,
You're too
really.
busy. You're too busy out flying. So, I mean,
Well,
that's a good thing.
yeah, yeah, I enjoy getting out there and flying, going to my secret spots, you know. And the big thing that I did this year is I went out to the Hamptons quite well once a week for
Hmm.
a while there, and I was looking for the sharks and the whales going
Yeah.
along the beach because they come in close during July and August and September, and a couple of times we spotted sharks. Right? We didn't see any whales, but another time we saw a dolphin. And actually, Jeff Norman was the first one to spot a shark
Oh,
when
okay.
he was doing his searching
Hmm.
one week. And then on the last trip out there, I finally spotted spotted some sharks going through a bait school,
Nice.
a bunker.
Right. Right.
And I tell you, it's like hitting gold, when you
Yeah. Oh,
finally come
yeah.
across.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
get so excited. So
Yep. That's cool to catch that. You like you said though, you got to put the time in and the effort and the hours to get
hey,
it done when
Onyx,
you
Onyx
do.
FPV, thanks for tuning in. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it was fun. That was a little different. And I look
Absolutely.
for them in Florida when I go down to Florida. Speaking of which, I'll be going down to Florida for the winter next Saturday. So
Okay.
I'll be going down there and flying with the Florida drone
Nice.
pilots, and I enjoy doing that. I'll be
Yeah.
seeing you pretty soon, TJ. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Charge your batteries up, TJ.
yeah. So, but and I have a little format that I do, John,
Hmm.
on the show. It's nothing sophisticated, but I talk about a tip of the week. And this week's tip is up wrong banner. It's just keep a drone log. I suggest keeping a drone log. I put in it the location I'm flying, the drone I'm using, the batteries I use, because I'm a big believer in rotating your batteries. I know some people don't, but I rotate my batteries so I keep track of what batteries I use on the different flights
Right.
and who I'm flying with, and obviously if there were any problems. but but so far I haven't had any. Knock on wood.
That's good. Let's keep it that way, right?
So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So John, do you have a tip for the
Well,
viewers?
I think, like you said, I think especially now the way things are, man, batteries, rotate your batteries and keep those in good stead because they're going to be getting harder to get. Check your propellers, make sure those
Yes.
are working. You don't want to lose a drone right now. There's no care refresh, and getting it repaired is going to be a pricey option. So just take care of your equipment and because it's got to last. I think if things play out, like they probably are, you're gonna want to treat those drones like gold because we aren't going to be, you know, we aren't
I
going to have the
know.
access to the new ones here shortly, unfortunately.
I
So
know. I know. I was really trying to stay positive and think positive
yeah,
about the whole thing, and
me
but
too.
now it does not look good at all.
Nope,
So,
nope.
yep, take care of the drones that we have. Thank God we have them.
Yep,
Well,
I'm happy with what I have, and I'm just going to take care of them and nurse them along here, and hopefully down the line in the future, we'll have better news, and we'll be able to purchase the best, regardless of where it comes from. So
DD Fellows, are you a snowbird too? Going to Florida also? Okay. Yeah. All right. What area do you go to down in Florida? But anyway, I got good news too. We had somebody else sign up for the South Florida Drone Meetup today, and we're up to 114 people that are coming
wow,
next year. And that
that's
was
great.
Jay Santiago. He's coming back. He's a fellow New Yorker, and I was so glad to hear from Jay. Um, he's out right now. He's out at the Vegas meetup, which is going on this weekend. Um, him and Mike and a few others are out there. So I was glad to hear from Jay, and he's going to
Nice.
be rooming with Mike. I don't know if he wanted me to keep that a secret or not, but anyway. Uh, so we're
Well,
up to
that's cool.
114 people. If there's anybody in the chat who does not know about the South Florida Drone Meetup, we're having our sixth annual South Florida Drone Meetup on April 10th to the 13th in Jensen Beach, Florida, at the Jensen Beach Causeway Park, and that's a great place to fly, right, John?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I love getting up early and getting that sunrise there at the site. And I actually last year we had some time before our plane took off. We went back there the Monday, I think, when we left, and flew for a little bit too, and chased a boat, and it's just a great spot. And then the Dolman Park on Sunday is another great spot. But for me, and I think other people would say that too, it's not just flying drones; it's hanging out with the best people in the drone community. I mean, it's priceless, really. There's just so many great people that you get to hang out with, and I met a lot of new folks this past year, and I hope to see some new faces this year too,
Yes,
because it's great to
yes,
see the old reliables, except for maybe Scott. But no, I'm kidding.
yeah,
I love seeing Scott, but it's also great to meet new people too. So if you're on the fence, or not sure, or you're thinking, it's not for me, come check it out. It's like a family reunion. I mean, like so many others have said too. It's just
yes, it
great to
is.
hang
It
out,
is.
and just so many great people. And
And I got more great news too. Joey Jaybird Drone, he is coming back
all
this
right,
year, next year. He
awesome.
and him, his wife, and his daughter are on the list. And I was so glad to hear that. So I'm looking forward to seeing you and your family, Joe.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And the big thing about our meetup, it's free. It doesn't cost anything to come. But if you are coming, we'd like to keep track of who's coming. So let me know, or let somebody on the drone meetup committee know that you're coming. I'll add you to the list, because we do give one giveaway prize to somebody based on their position on the list. So, and by the way, we already have four drones that we're giving away. So,
Wow,
you know, we
that's
have
awesome.
three Neos, thanks to John Gregory. He's in the chat, and Jeremy Alms and Brad Berger of Berger Brother Camera. They donated Neos that will be given away. And then Dennis Lovelady was gracious enough to donate a DJI Flip. So,
Great,
yeah.
that's awesome.
So, anyway, we'll see what happens. We're doing it a little different this year. You gotta get to the meetup before 10 a.m. to get one of the tickets for the giveaway prizes. We don't want no
Sleeping
last
in.
minute show ups. Just
No
come for
sleeping
the
in.
raffle. Come and spend a few hours with us and have a good time meeting everybody and socializing.
Yep.
So,
That's what it's about.
um, but if anybody has any questions for John, please put them in the chat. I've been trying to look, but I'm terrible at spotting them. So you keep an eye out too, John, if you see a question,
I will do my best.
you know.
Chat's flying by here.
Um, and now let me see here. Let me just take the time to show the viewer video of the week. And this week's video that I chose is from Stevie Bronx, and where is it now? He puts out a cool style video. I don't know if you watch it, Capture Life Connection, but he has a totally different style of doing his videos. So let me share it now.
That's a great job.
Today, I'm planning to share the process of me getting a waterfall dive with the DJI Avata 2. And I have two reasons for that. One is that my traditional FPV drone pilot friends always tell me that they rather see my videos of the process, like when I'm flying, just raw footage. So I want to do this for them. And also for those guys that are editing out there and they just trying to figure everything out, I want you guys to see how like my workflow is, how I approach from different angles to give myself more variations for the editing process later on. I also will be mentioning when I change batteries, because I plan to fly 2 batteries at this location. I want to save some batteries for other spots that we plan to visit. If I tend to drift, like sometimes I go and explore that same area, I'll cut that out, because this video is primarily about the waterfall dive and not just exploring an FPV drone. So you're going to see all my runs, and I will number each dive. So if you prefer one dive in particular,
I thought this video was so
after you
cool
leave
the
a
way he
comment,
did
just
this.
put the number.
Yeah.
I'll know what you're talking about. You don't have to say this is my favorite dive with the number.
And I'm just going to
pick
show you a
that
couple
want.
of
But
these
if
dives.
you just put the number,
They're
I'll know
incredible.
what you're talking about. With that said, let's get into this video.
And his whole style of vlog, awesome flying is great.
Mm-hmm.
And I flew with Stevie at this location. This is where we were. And I was watching him flying around, and I was so impressed, really. And look at that sunrise.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Really.
Stevie's got the skills for sure.
And look at his waterfall from this angle.
Yeah. Amazing.
Totally different than the way I fly around.
Me too. Yeah, there's definitely a difference for sure.
And then you wonder which angle is he going to go at next, you know?
Right. Right. That's what makes it cool.
And I have to say, it was hard to figure out which one I liked the best.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, they're also
Sometimes he's a little closer. He didn't get the sunrise in that shot. Where I like the first one better, where he got the sunrise.
right.
Also.
Right.
So we'll just take a look at one more. Then we have a question from John, Connecticut Pirate for you. Oh, this is such a great place to fly drones, really. There's that sunrise again.
Yeah, it looks like a fantastic place to fly.
Look at this.
Now, did he fly this? Is this when you went with him, Captain? Rick?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very, very cool, Stevie. But if you guys want to continue watching that, because he's got quite a few more dives, go to Stevie Bronx's channel and
My connections. Yep. Very nice.
interesting.
Very nice.
Well, anyway,
Oh, and you said we had a question?
I hate to say it, John,
Yeah.
but the StreamYard is not acting the way it usually acts. So
Oh.
you got to bear with me for 2 seconds.
Okay.
Now, this is going to be interesting. All right. I don't know. Are you there, John?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. Can you hear the music or no?
I don't hear anything now. No, there's
Right.
nothing.
Right.
Just
I don't know why. It's not up there, and but I can still hear the music. So bear with me. Anyway, we got a question for you from John, Connecticut Pirate. Hey, John, you have a favorite place to fly or genre of flight?
I probably, I don't know if it's the favorite place, but one of the favorites is that lighthouse in South Haven that I fly at, because you can fly there year round. And it's different every time you fly. You get a different sunset, or if you go in the winter, you're going to get the ice and the frozen waves and whatnot too. So I would say that's probably my favorite. I wish it was just a little bit closer. It's about an hour drive from where I'm at now, but I do I always enjoy flying there, whether I'm actually creating anything or it's just just a fun place to fly. It's different literally every time you fly it. So I would say
Yeah.
that would be up there in the top three at least. I won't tell you what the other two are.
Yeah.
But
All right. Yep. Well, we got another question from John K. Now. What was
my
your first drone, and
first
what year did you
drone,
get it?
it was, oh gosh, what was it? It was a toy drone, and I can't even think of what it was. It was the gosh, I I got it from, I think I got it from Banggood, and it was, I was interested in drones, but I didn't, I was just getting my feet wet, and I flew it, and I probably flew it maybe 10, 15 times, and then one day I flew it, and I must have lost GPS or something, and it ended up in a tree. It was one of those, oh gosh, I can't think of it. Uh, it's terrible. It's terrible getting old, but it was just a toy drone, and after I crashed that, I ended up getting the original Mini, and oh my gosh, just the difference in the camera quality between the DJI Mini and that was, I mean, I was sold on DJI right there. They had me hook, line, and sinker, and I've haven't looked back. So, but I'm sorry. I wish I could remember the name of it, but I used to have it hanging on my wall, but I
Right.
actually replaced it with an American flag from Mr. Bob Casey. There it is, right there. I used to hang where the flag is now. So, but that was my first and only toy drone. And I just said that was enough of that and
Hey,
went
Lou.
to DJI, and the rest is history, so to speak. So,
Yeah.
but
Well, I have to say, it's great that you guys are asking questions. You know, I know I appreciate it, and I think John does too. But
absolutely,
going
yeah.
back to your first drone, it just brings back such great memories. At least for me, it does. I got mine back there was a Spice Striker drone. It cost $63, and I couldn't
Oh.
fly that thing. Uh, I gave up. I gave up after about my 10th try of flying it. With
Yeah,
hard landings and
right.
missing the pool by about 6 inches one time.
Oh, jeez.
But I
Well,
gave up. I says I'll never be a drone pilot, and
that's
I
the
gave it
nice
up for
thing
2 years.
about well, for instance, that's how I started watching Marcus on the Idaho quadcopter, looking at his reviews. It's like I'm not going to buy another one of those crappy drones, you know. And
Yeah.
that's when the Mini 2 came out, and he was one of the ones that helped convince me to, you know, pony up a little more money and get a get a DJI drone, and it was money well spent. So, but
John, I have another one of your videos queued up, so let me see if
okay.
I can share it. I don't know if it's going to go too smooth because can you see it playing?
Yep.
All right, you can narrate if you want.
Yeah, this is we went up into the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, the Marquette area, and this is the lighthouse in Marquette. And this is actually the Mini 5. This is one of my first flights, real flights with the Mini 5. And this is a lighthouse that's been there, gosh,
That is nice. That is
probably,
great.
yep, over 100 years. And it's just beautiful. It's out there kind of on this rocky peninsula. And you can see kind of behind the city of Marquette. And, they aren't really mountains, but they're kind of hills. The colors were pretty nice up there as well. But Lake Superior there. Did not go swimming up there when we were up there. Pretty cold year round, but just beautiful crystal clear water, and just so many great spots. I could have easily spent another week.
Can you imagine living in that house?
No, I don't think I would, because they get some tremendous storms up on Lake Superior, as you can imagine. But
This is great. Great video. Really.
yeah, it's well, that's just a testament to the Mini 5. I mean, that's a great little drone and great camera.
Yeah. You got some great places to fly.
Michigan, I tell you, I'm barely scratching the surface too. I think if I lived to be 200, I'd never capture all the great spots. But it's just a tremendous place to fly, and it's fun just going around and exploring. Because that's kind of what we did. We had a couple spots where we wanted to go.
Now I don't remember ever seeing you fly here.
This is the first time I've ever flown here.
Yeah, right.
It's the first time I've ever been in this area of Michigan. So
very, very nice.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah.
So if you want to watch more of that, go to John's channel. And really, that's a great video. Great location to fly. And I said that right from the very start, that you got such great places to fly up there.
Yeah, yep, we're really lucky. That is for sure.
And Eldon was pretty impressed with it, so, you know.
Well,
and Greg Pittman must be in the house. How you doing, Greg?
Hey,
Good to
Greg.
see you. Haven't seen you in a long time. Hope all is well. So, yeah. And I'm trying to keep up with the comments, guys. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Another comment. So, John, do you fly FPV?
Of course I do.
I know.
Not often enough and not very well. But, you know, I'm trying. I need to fly more.
You're very, very modest, you know.
Well,
you are.
If you see me fly FPV, you tend to agree with my less than stellar description there. I've got a long ways to go, but I enjoy it. I just don't fly as much because the area that I fly, one of the last times I flew, well, it wasn't one of the last times, but one of the times I flew, it's in at a middle school, but there's a big open field, which if you're going to fly FPV and start out, that's what you want to look for. Well, I put the goggles on and I'm flying, and I'm not kidding you, 3 people and 2 dogs come up and stand next to me and start asking me all these questions. And this was like my 4th or 5th flight, and I'm like super, you know, concentrated,
nervous,
flying. and it's like I can't answer your questions right now. I'm just trying to keep this FPV drone from crashing because it's the FPV drone from the South Florida drone meetup.
I was going to bring that up
Yeah,
next,
yeah,
John.
yeah. So,
Maybe you could talk a little bit about that. That was a big moment
oh
at
my
the South
gosh,
Florida drone meetup.
that was. Yeah, I'm still blown away by it, Captain Ray. It was just one of those things that took me by surprise. We had come back from dinner and Johnny came up to me and I knew we were building a drone. He said, "Hey, can I use your goggles and your controller? We want to, see if we can hook it up to the drone." And I'm thinking, "Well, you've got goggles and control." Well, yeah, I've already packed it up and it's packed away in my truck. I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So, so we went. I think we went out to fly at the House of Refuge, and we came back, and all the guys are out there standing in front of the lobby kind of in like a semicircle, and they're all just standing there, and we're kind of walking by, and people have their cell phones out, and they're like, you know, filming us, and I'm thinking, I look at my wife, Colleen, I'm like, what is going on here? And and they're just kind of looking at me. I said, I'm gonna go take my drone and stuff up to the room, and I'll be back down. So I go up, and we're just I'm putting stuff away, and I think Joe Fodolio calls me and says, "Hey, are you coming down?" I said, "Well, yeah, I'll be down." He said, "Well, you need to come down and bring Colleen." So we dropped our stuff and came
Mhm.
down, and they presented me with the drone, and I was just
That
blown
was
away. Like I
that was
said,
so great.
it was I was very touched. I mean, it just goes to show you the community, the drone community that we have, how great they are, and Johnny, I mean, he out of the kindness of his heart took pity on me and thought I needed to get into FPV and uh,
That's one
make
way.
that possible. Yeah, yeah, and of course Joe Fodolio essentially built it with help from Ken Hoffbauer and Maddie, and they got it programmed, and Scotty was there lending his expertise too, and it was just I'll never forget it. I'll tell you that much. It was just
Right. It was a moment. That was
tremendous.
so cool.
Yep, yep.
It
It was
really
just.
was. And that's another big thing, John. You come down with Colleen, and
Mhm.
I appreciate that. We encourage females to come. We do, and Colleen comes. She's a big supporter
Yep,
of our South Florida drone meetup. She's part of our drone family, as we call us. You
yep,
know,
yep.
and
And she enjoys it too. She likes seeing everybody. Like I said, it's kind of like a family reunion. So, and we
yeah,
hope is Cheryl watching? Cheryl,
yeah.
we we hope to see you
I'll tell her.
this year.
Yeah,
Just come for an hour. You won't want to leave,
yeah,
or maybe you
exactly.
will. I don't know. It depends on who you hang out with. But no, hopefully she
And
can
a
make it.
big thing too was, Colleen even flew the drone the one year.
Well,
You gave her that controller to hold, and
she held the controller. But
you know,
baby steps, baby steps. So,
yeah,
but
exactly.
she enjoys the Neo. She's messed around with that a little bit
Oh,
too.
has
So
she?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and
So
she likes it.
yeah, she hasn't actually flown it with joysticks, but she messes around with it and has it following her stuff like that. So maybe in 30 or 40 years we'll get her
Well,
there.
it only took me a year to get it myself.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not that I was being stubborn. Just that I don't consider myself an FPV
Well,
guy by any means.
well,
And
Ray,
I fly it like a GPS drone.
I told myself I'm not. What do I need that for? I'll never get it. But all the little technology that's built in that little tiny drone. I mean, it's
Yes.
just amazing to see and play around with, and it's just a fun. You're not going to get cinematic footage out of it, but it's a fun drone to mess around with.
No, it is. It is. And then, I was going to just do the hand launching and stuff, but then I said, nah, I got to get the controller this too. So I had to order that controller. And then it took 3 months to get that controller to go
Yeah,
with this.
right, right.
So, but I'm not ready for the goggles. I don't like wearing goggles. I feel very confined wearing them.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
got to see who's sneaking up behind me.
I know. That's when I hear footsteps, and I'm like, okay. And if I'm flying FPV, it's okay if you're flying the Avata because that, has got the GPS. But if you're flying FPV, for me anyhow, I've got to be like hyper focused on keeping that darn thing in
Hey,
the air.
Bent
So,
Rail Productions in the house. How you
hey,
doing?
Gary,
And I hope I said hello to Dominic earlier.
I think you did. I
Yeah.
think you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's watching all the way in Australia.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah. So, anyway, we're looking forward to another great South Florida drone meetup. A couple of well, it's been almost a month now, but I had the pleasure of flying with Rob Kamada, and he had told me that he flew out at the Montauk Lighthouse, which is at the very eastern tip of Long Island,
Okay. Yeah.
and he said we got to go out there, and I says, "Oh, sounds good to me, Rob." So we went out there, and we left at like 4 o'clock in the morning, if I remember right, because it's an hour and a half ride from my house, and I'm pretty far east on Long Island. But we got out there, and I tell you, it was beautiful. I mean, I've seen the lighthouse, but flying it with a drone was
Nothing
awesome.
compares. Yeah.
You
That's your
know,
first time flying it then.
yes, my
Wow.
first
Nice.
time.
Nice.
So
Well, that's great.
anyway, I had to have an acrylic made up.
Oh, beautiful.
not
That's
not that I do
beautiful.
such great aerial photography, but I had an acrylic made up, and
That's
I
nice.
got one little spot for it. Uh, but it's a great place to fly drones.
Oh,
So,
looks
and I
like it.
gotta say
That's a great shot. That's a great shot, Capt.
thank you to Rob for bringing me out there.
Yeah,
And
that's
he
great.
brought me out his new, well, I should say his wife's new Cadillac Lyric. It's an e-vehicle.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
I think it was. He said it was the first time he was driving it.
First time she let him, huh?
Exactly,
She said
exactly.
only if you take Captain Ray, then you can drive it.
So,
Well,
but
that's cool.
I know Barkley had tried to give me a hint. Don't forget to do the contest. He put in a number like 5 minutes after the show started.
He's just here for the contest.
So I think now is going to be the time. Hey, Tar Heel, Ariel's good to see you. How you doing? Um, but anyway, now's the time to put in your lucky number, 1 to 25. I'll keep an eye out. I called it wrong again last week, but all right, let's see. Let's see if anybody gets it. And you're eligible too, John. You don't know what it is. So this is for the $10
Ten thousand
Amazon gift
dollar
card, the monthly giveaway.
$10,000 Amazon gift card.
Oh, look
Oh,
who got it.
$10.
You'll never guess who got it. Who do you think got it?
Barkley.
Yep, he got it, I
What?
think.
Isn't
I
that
think
two
he was
weeks in
the
a
first
row?
number 3. I'm going to double check it. Good. But Barkley, I think you got it first. So number 3. And your name's going in the hat for November. But now is
Let
the
me see
time
that
where I
hat.
got to pick the
Let me see
October
that hat.
winner. So let me just get the hat. The names are in the hat. So let me just reach in without looking, and let's see who wins the $10 Amazon gift card for October. Okay, it was number 10. Somebody guessed number 10 on October 16th, and it was Steve Womet, Steven Drones. So, Steve,
Nice.
get a hold of me and let me know your address, and I will get that Amazon gift card out to you. So, congratulations. So, and it ain't much, but it's a little fun doing a contest, especially when I always call it wrong and people got to correct me.
Nah, you do fine. You do a fine job.
So, but so you got any flights coming up, John? Where you think you're going to be going?
Uh, Not anything. Like I said, we were just in the UP last month. I did do. I actually had kind of a paid gig this week. Um, a gentleman has a herd of goats and sheep, and he wanted me to do some footage of them working in a field and his dog. Um, and he takes these around and they clear fields. You know, if you have invasive species or
Oh, really?
poison ivy, even they come in and eat that. They're
Yes. Yeah, I've
immune.
heard of that.
So I shot some footage there. So that was kind of fun. I was in a stampede, almost got taken out while I was flying, but survived that. But yeah, so that was kind of a unique thing, something I never thought I'd do. But
Yeah, yeah.
so, but no,
Totally
no.
different. I didn't expect that you were going to say that.
Yeah, well, it's just it's something that kind of popped up. He saw some of my work and got a hold of me, and I said, yeah, I'll come out and shoot some footage for you. So I think he's just going to use it, you know, on his social media and a web page and whatnot. But he goes all over the state of Michigan and you know, takes fence and puts them out in these fields, and they go to work and clear
And
these
how
fields.
many goats? How many goats were involved?
I think he probably had 25 goats and
Oh, that
about
many.
10
Yeah.
sheep. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And when you see them coming down a road at you and you're trying to fly a drone and all of a sudden you see them coming at you, it was a little nerve wracking there, but they went right around me. They didn't knock me over, so that was good.
Now,
Survived.
did you post any pictures about that or
I
anything?
haven't yet.
Photos?
I haven't yet.
Because I think that would the viewers would love to see that.
Yeah,
That's for
I'll
sure.
probably you know, probably do a video or something on it too. So it was you know, just something I did. I think I did it on Tuesday, so I haven't done a whole lot with looking at the footage yet or doing an editing for him. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well,
It was
like I
good to
said,
see
the
him.
only place that I plan on doing is one more flight here on Long Island, and that's at the Patchogue Lighthouse, which is
Okay.
a small man-made
Yep.
lighthouse
Yep.
that marks the mouth of the Patchogue River.
Hmm.
And John Olson and Angel, we were going to do it last Saturday, and the wind did not cooperate at
Oh.
all.
Yep.
So we weren't going to go and waste our time.
Hmm.
And we pushed it off until this Saturday, and now it looks like it's going to rain. 70% chance of rain, it's say.
Oh, jeez.
So I don't know.
Well,
But I
hopefully
am I
it'll
am
be
giving
rough.
a new guy a lesson tomorrow. I talked Tim into getting the Mini 3. Well, again, I was pushing towards the Mini 4K, but at the time I was showing him my Mini 3, and he liked the RC controller.
Yeah.
So he says, "I'm going to get the one you got," and he bought that one
Oh, good.
on Amazon, and
Hmm.
he's had it for 3 weeks now. But it's been so windy, and we just haven't been able to get together. But tomorrow the wind's going to calm down, and I'm going to give him his first lesson
Nice.
on. Well, I gave him a lesson already on my drone,
Hmm.
and give him his lesson on his drone, and he'll do his maiden flight. And then if
Cool.
he's really confident enough, we're going to go down to the Shoreham nuclear power plant.
Oh, okay.
It's deactivated, of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
but we're going to fly there.
Cool.
And maybe he'll even go over water because it's right on the water, you know?
That was always a big step for me. Boy, I remember the first time I did that, my knees were knocking. But now you don't even think about it.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. I
Yeah.
know, I know. Hey, Nick, good to see you. FTFO Media, good to see
Yeah.
you. Yeah. But anyway, John, you were a great special guest. I appreciate you
Oh,
taking the time to be on, you know.
thanks for having
Oh,
me, Capt.
always good to see you and chat with you.
Yeah.
And I look forward to
Likewise.
seeing you and Colleen again at the South Florida Drone Meetup.
Absolutely.
But
Looking
now's
forward
the
to it.
time for you to say your goodbyes and anything you'd like to promote, like your channel.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really have a whole lot to promote, but yeah, if you want to check out my channel, Flying Flynn Media, um, don't have a lot of subscribers, but I'm always happy to pick up some new ones if you haven't subscribed. But yeah, come over and check it out. Do a lot of cinematic videos, primarily of the Michigan area, but there's some from the Dominican and from, of course, Florida too. So check it out if you're really bored on a cold, rainy day or something. make it on over to Flying Flynn Media.
You know, John, I know it's getting very, very cold up there, but you fly in the dead of the winter up there in
Have
in
to.
the snow and the ice. And
If
I
I
look forward to those videos too. When that
Yeah.
lighthouse is covered in ice and the jetty,
Yeah.
it's a totally different experience.
Yeah, it is. It is. I have to bundle up. It's not as much fun flying that time of year, but man, you get some great shots and hopefully good footage too. So it's
Well, I
it's
look
worth a
forward.
little bit of discomfort. So
I look forward to it, but I'll be watching it from a hot tub down in Florida.
you're 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 a smart man. You're a smart man, Mr. Kelly.
All right, and everybody in the chat, I want to say thank you again for watching. I truly appreciate it. The show wouldn't be a success if you didn't watch it. So just get out there, as Johnny and I say, fly for fun. Or if you got the Part 107, make a couple of bucks like John just did. And we'll see you again next week, same time, same place. But have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
We'll see you again. Good night.